Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 7 game preview. And today we're going to be going over the Packers versus the Raiders. Let's get it started. So we're going to go with the Raiders. They were on bye last week. So here's my thing. Derek Carr has been playing pretty meh. The last game he played, he only had 8 fantasy points. But before that, he was 19 and 18. That's okay, but let's be honest. Nobody's really starting. So I'm going to go past that. Tyrell Williams was injured or is injured this week. I don't think he's going to play. I also think that is going to lead to Darren Waller getting some extra touches this week. Darren Waller has been a very good tight end, top 10 for sure. I really like Darren Waller this year. So let's go to the running backs. Josh Jacobs played amazing last time he played. I keep saying last time he played because they were on bye last week, so I can't really say last week. Anyways, so he had 29 fantasy points, 3 receptions. He had 20 yards in the air, and he also had 123 yards on the ground. 26 rushes, 2 touchdowns, and the Packers are, let's just say, susceptible to the run. You can run all over them. They allow the 4th most fantasy points to the running back position at 23.5. That's solid. Fire up your Josh Jacobs. I'm not touching the other 2 running backs personally. All right, now let's go to the Packers, which, man, the Packers, they just cannot stop getting injured. So Aaron Rodgers is still on his feet. Thank goodness for that. He's averaging 18.8 fantasy points a game. Last week he had 22 fantasy points, 283 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. But his wide receivers just keep falling. Devontae Adams, he had a turf toe, but it was like, maybe he could play next week. No, not next week. Oh, well, maybe he'll play the week after that. Nah, this turf toe thing's looking like more of a big deal than we had assumed. But I believe that Devontae Adams should be back in the next, maybe not this week because he's out. Either next week or the week after, I think you should see Devontae Adams. Hopefully you are weathering the storm. The other 2 wide receivers that you would have thought to go to, MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, for those of you who do not know, and Geronimo Allison, both played terrible. They both had terrible games. They both got injured. Geronimo Allison, I don't even think he's going to play in this game. MVS may play, but do you really want to trust him? So there's a guy named Allen Lazard, which is a very weird name. I agree. But you know what? Played pretty well. 4 receptions, 65 yards, and a touchdown. I think that if you are looking for a glory play, like a flyer, Allen Lazard is actually a good play, and I might actually start him in one of my DFS lineups this week. Aaron Jones came back to earth and then crashed into the ground hard. He had a terrible fumble, which he really shouldn't have had that fumble. Hold on to the ball, my man. And then the drop pass in the end zone when you're wide open and it hits you in the hands. I don't care that he had to turn a little bit, guys. I'm not concerned with that. You're a professional NFL player getting paid millions of dollars. Contort your body a 1/4 inch to the left and you catch that. I don't care that he's a running back. Catch the damn ball. So, in his wake of screwing up, Jamal Williams came in. And he played very well. 23 fantasy points. He had 32 yards in the air and a touchdown, as well as 104 yards on the ground off of 14 attempts. I mean, he looked like the better running back because he wasn't making the mistakes. That being said, I don't think that they overcorrect. I think that they're going to go back to a timeshare because that's what they want to do, which is not good for us in fantasy, but it is good to keep them healthy. And they're both talented. Aaron Jones is definitely the more talented one, but Jamal Williams has showed that he can hold on to the ball and he can do a couple things. So I think it's going to be a split bag moving forward, unfortunately. And I'm not playing Jimmy Graham unless, well, I guess, Devontae Adams is out. If MVS is out and Geronimo Allison, I could see Jimmy Graham getting a touchdown maybe. And that's going to be it. Fantasy Bay, if you have any questions, hit me up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mike Williams, Fantasy Bay. I'm out.